Good evening and welcome to our Testimonial Tuesday for Tuesday, September 20th, 2016. My name is Vicki Drobness and I'm a Ruby Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And I'm excited to have everybody here tonight and to talk about what I heard somebody describe this as a killer app for any business. And I loved the way that was phrased. And I will say, I'm not going to show you an app that's on your phone, but I'm going to show you what an app does in order to help you with your Plexus business, or really help you with your any business or your life, because it's that good of information on there. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here so I can share our little PowerPoint. Where is my PowerPoint? There is my PowerPoint. And we move our people over here. And so let's go ahead and get started. This presentation is brought to you by independent Plexus ambassadors and is not sponsored by Plexus Worldwide. Any statements made have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Plexus products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Plexus makes no guarantees on income, as such representations may be misleading. Your success depends on your effort, commitment, skill, and leadership abilities, and how effectively you exercise those qualities. Please see the Plexus Annual Income Disclosure Statement for more details. So as I start out each week, I also ask you to think of who do you know. So who do you know who's looking for something that can change their lives with their health, with their business, with maybe they are looking for some a plan B or some additional streams of income. Plexus can be all of those to people. So write their names down so that you can share the recording with them after I get it uploaded later tonight. So for those of you who don't know about Plexus, or maybe you're sharing this with somebody who is not sure about Plexus, or you've stumbled on this video, you've come to my YouTube channel and it's like, well, what is this Plexus stuff she's talking about? Let me just briefly take just a couple of minutes to share that with you. Plexus is an incredible body balancer. And Plexus has a line of 16 health and wellness products that focus on the three big aspects of health. And those big things are blood sugar balance, inflammation, and gut health. And when you get those three into balance, it is amazing what your body can do for itself. Again, no claim to cure, treat, or prevent, but your body is meant to be healthy. And when you get those three into balance, great things start to happen. So as I mentioned before, Plexus has 16 products, and these are our 16 products. And I know from looking at this, you may not be able to read all the small print, but this is just to show you the products that we have. So if you want to know more about it, ask me, ask the person who invited you to watch this video, and they can tell you and help you choose which products that you would be best for you. In addition to Plexus being life-changing products, it is also life-changing financial income. You have the potential for that. Again, no claims that you're definitely going to do this because everybody is different. But if you are coachable and if you are willing to learn and grow yourself and invest in personal development, you can take Plexus all the way. So this was done by Ernst & Young. It is a average of the Plexus annual ambassador income from all the way from getting started as an ambassador. Like, everybody starts out at the very beginning. Everybody has to click that they're paying their $34.95 all the way up to diamond level. So again, you want to know more, talk with us about that. So my killer app for you is Gratitude. And an app, if you think about it, whenever you have an app for your phone, it's a tool to help your life flow better. It's a tool to help you make your phone function better. It's a tool to help your computer function better. Gratitude is the killer app for your Plexus business. So let's talk about Gratitude here. An attitude of gratitude brings great things. Scientifically proven beneficial effects of gratitude on your business. And I did go through and I researched all this before putting this stuff on here. Grateful people achieve more. Grateful people are, because they are open to receiving new things, then they achieve more. It changes your mindset. Grateful people are better corporate citizens. If you are feeling grateful, then you're more likely to be helpful and you're wanting to make things better. If you're feeling better, you want to make things better for everybody else. You want other people to feel that way. Grateful people are less likely to burn out. And having been through a couple of jobs that literally burned me out, as in after I left teaching high school that first, after each year of teaching high school during summer, that first month of the summer was pretty much then in bed because I was just so exhausted. And that was it. It was just, I was so tired I didn't have the ability to really be grateful. I appreciated what I had, but I can look back and see I was so frustrated. Same thing after I left a really frustrating job. Got laid off from it because they were changing the corporate structure. But again, it was something I didn't feel appreciated. I didn't feel like this was making a difference for me. And so, yeah, I burned out on that as well. Grateful people pay it forward. As again, kind of like the better corporate citizens, you want to make things better for other people. So you are doing things to help people with their lives. Kind of like, yeah, I consider myself a very grateful person. This is helping other people. But the majority of people that I see that are watching this right now are not even on my team. They are sidelines or parts of other teams, and I love sharing this information with people and helping. That's all about One Plexus. One Plexus is all about helping people, and I love that about Plexus. Plexus is a very grateful company, I would say. Grateful people are more morally alert, and what that means is that you are aware of when is the right time to do the right thing. Plexus, one of the things I do love about Plexus is that we are very aware that we're not going to go out and go take somebody's customers. We're not going to go out and take somebody's ambassadors or potential ambassadors. It's the reason why I say if you are watching this and somebody invited you, say somebody on this call or this video invited you to watch this afterwards, you go back and talk to that person. You don't come talk to me because that person cares enough about you to share this with you. We do not, and we will ask, are you already working with another ambassador? And if you're not, wonderful, we're happy to help. But if you are, somebody else has mentioned it, we're going to say you really need to go back to that person. That's just the One Plexus way. And I love that about it. There's no poaching of anybody. We don't want to do that. Giving creates a positive feedback loop, and this is you give, you receive, you give, you receive. And I was watching a video today called The Abundance Factor. If you have not seen it right now, if you just search for The Abundance Factor, right now it's free so that you can watch it. It's about an hour and a half, and it's a great video about how abundance changes your lives and how to get more abundant. And abundant is not, I've got tons of money in the bank. It's a feeling, it's a state of mind. But one of the things they talk about it in there is that you start giving in order to start receiving. And it's not the other way around. Giving starts that feedback loop going. And that's what you want to do. It gives you an opportunity to increase your commitment to a company. An opportunity to give, let me rephrase that. An opportunity to give increases your commitment to a company. That's the thing. Plexus is a really great example of that because they are so generous with the ambassadors. There are so many rewards as you are moving along in the ranks. And in fact, Jules just got back from the Emerald Extravaganza, which was in Kona, Hawaii this year. Next year is Maui, but Kona, Hawaii this year. And they talk about the different things that they come back at night after being gone all day, and there are little gifts sitting in their hotel room, and there's dinners, and there's luau's, and there are all these wonderful things that Plexus does because Plexus understands that if you praise people, you appreciate people, it's going to increase their commitment to a company. And I think Plexus is a wonderful example of that. Continuing on, givers are more engaged. Givers are people that they're wanting to be involved with people. Takers don't want to do that. Takers don't want to be involved with people. So they're more engaged, they're paying more attention to what's going on in the world. Gratefulness increases emotional well-being. We appreciate, I appreciate having this cup, which was given to me by our Leadership Dixon County organization. And I appreciate having that, number one, because it keeps my water nice and cold all day long, even if it's sitting in the car. But those types of things, they make you feel good. And people, we all want to feel good. I mean, that's what we're all looking for. Anything that anybody's trying to do is because they want to feel better than what they're feeling right now. Grateful people get along better. I love the people that are watching right now have become some of the best friends that I've ever had, because we're grateful people, we're happy people, we're thankful for what Plexus has done for us. And I've said this before, yes, I am going to love driving my Plexus Lexus. I'm going to love going to Hawaii. But the perks of Plexus are the friendships that you've gotten. It's just wonderful. I never thought I would have the friendships that I have now with Plexus. Grateful people are more resilient. Okay, again, if you're not stressed and you're not burned out, you're more resilient. And you may notice that, like I said, when I was burned out, the least little thing could knock me over. And it could be something as far as, I came home and my house was a mess. It could be I got stuck in traffic, and I was more resilient, not only emotionally resilient, but physically resilient. I used to get sick all the time. Of course, I also think a lot of that also has to do with really good gut health, which Plexus can help with. But again, that your immune system, they say that if you laugh, that your immune system gets this really great recharge. So it's laughter is the best medicine, so to speak. Grateful people sleep better. I think that's because, for two reasons, is again, you're resilient and your body is functioning better, but you also are not worried. You're trusting that you're having faith that things are going to work out for the best, and you're grateful for where you are. So you're definitely going to sleep better emotionally as well as physically. Grateful people are physically healthier. I mentioned that. So the more resilient can be emotional, but it can also be physical. So grateful people are physically healthier. I'm far more physically healthier than I was 2 years ago. I just don't get sick the way that I used to. And I do credit a lot of that to Plexus, both the products as well as the incredible relationships that I've gotten from Plexus. Grateful people are less depressed. Amen. If you are focused on being grateful and gratitude, you're less likely to feel depressed. And there was a statistic in that scientists studying positive psychology had found that a one-time act of thoughtful gratitude produced an immediate 10% increase in happiness and a 35% reduction in depressive symptoms. Who wouldn't want that? I think everybody can say, I'd love to be at least 35% less depressed. And it can be as simple as, what are you noticing about your life that you can be thankful for? And being thankful and being grateful is not just for the month of November and that fourth Thursday of November for Thanksgiving. It's an all year, everyday thing to do. Being happier makes you 37% better at sales. So this is where it ties in with your Plexus business. And this was a study done by the Harvard Business Review. So 37% better at sales, hey, I'd go for that. Gratitude in business helps you to communicate better. You feel more confident, you're thankful of where you are, you appreciate what you've got, and it helps you to be a better communicator. And it helps that it's a different energy when you feel grateful, and that people want to be around you. And so you get better at communicating and helping others. Gratitude can bring you better business opportunities. Again, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. I was talking with a new ambassador on my team, and we were talking about the Plexus way. And I said something about, so if I had come up to you and just knocked on the door and just say, hey, you want to join Plexus? I said, what would you have done? And she said, well, I'd have probably just shut the door in your face. But the fact that I took the time to get to know her, and I took the time to find out what was important to her. And this is a conversation that we've been having since February. I mean, it wasn't something that happened overnight, but it was a conversation that we had. And so whenever she got to a point where she was ready to join Plexus, we had that relationship going. And so you want to work with people that you know, like, and trust. And that goes both ways. If you are, particularly I'm talking to you ambassadors who are watching, if there's somebody who gives you the wrong feeling, that gut instinct, you don't want somebody that negative on your team, honey, you do not have to have them join. I would rather you have them not join your team than a person who's negative like that make your team miserable. You don't want that. You don't want that type of negative attitudes going on. You are not that desperate that you need to take just anybody on your team. Be a little picky. It's fine. Be a little picky. We want to help everybody, but not everybody wants to be helped. Gratitude makes you a better entrepreneur. Amen. I can definitely say that. I have done some entrepreneurial type jobs before, but I can tell that since I've learned about the power, how a great app being grateful is, it's definitely made me a better entrepreneur, and it's a heck of a lot more fun. In a 2012 study, organizations with employee recognition programs were 12 times more likely to have stronger business results than their competitors without such programs. And this is where I see the Plexus compensation plan is a perfect, absolutely perfect example of this, because Plexus does network marketing the way it can be done and should be done, but rarely is. And we are recognized. We are recognized whenever we make the Consistency Club. So we get a little notice, we get an email, but we get a notice. We have Leaders Retreat coming up, and so whenever you qualify for Leaders Retreat, that Plexus will spoil you while you're there. I just mentioned the Emerald Extravaganza. Convention, this past year at convention in Las Vegas, they brought in the band Little Big Town. We only paid the fee for attending convention was $79, I believe. And so to buy a ticket to a concert would have been easily $70 or $80 to have gone to a concert. So we had a concert with them, but that $79 also paid for 3 days of training and some buffets and some dessert buffets and some other events that we had. And then Plexus gave us a chance to earn that money back. So it ended up not costing me a thing to be able to go to convention to pay for the training that we got. That gives me even more of a desire to make sure that people understand about Plexus and to really praise them and be thankful for all that they do. And then please be aware, small gestures matter. Sometimes just giving somebody a pat on the back and just saying, you know, hey, atta girl, atta boy, that type of thing makes so much of a difference. Acknowledging somebody, telling somebody how pretty they look or how handsome they look, complimenting them on how they handled a particular situation. Guys, that means so much to somebody. I'd rather have something like that than have something monetarily. Although I will say I will definitely enjoy my Plexus lessons. But that type of thing, that matters a lot. Nothing new can come into your life unless you are grateful for what you already have. And I've mentioned this with my team before, is you've got to be thankful for where you are. And you may be thinking, okay, yeah, I want to be diamond. And yes, I do want to be diamond. But I'm thankful to be a Ruby ambassador with Plexus Worldwide because I have so many doors that are open to me. And I have a wonderful team that is just amazing people that I'm so thankful to work with. So you be grateful where you are and appreciate the lessons that you are learning. It's never a mistake if you learn a lesson from it. It's never a mistake. So how do you go about creating your own gratitude app? First of all, you start off with a single thought when you first awaken in the morning. And I learned this from my mentor and my sponsor, Charlotte Seams, because she mentioned that that's something that she's done with over the past several months, to where the first thing she's thinking about when she wakes up in the morning is being thankful for a good night's sleep, being thankful that she can hear the birds singing outside, being thankful that her children are all healthy. It's being thankful for everything. It may be thankful that, you know, hey, I got to sleep in this morning, or I heard the alarm. I mean, little things. Start with something small, but start with a single thought. Keep a gratitude journal. List 5 things that you're grateful for each morning and or evening. Do this morning and evening. Have a gratitude jar where something good that happened that day. I've seen several people start this on New Year's Day. Have a gratitude jar and just take a little Post-it note type thing and write on there something great that happened that day. Fold it up and put it in the jar so that you can look back on it and say, wow, I remember when that happened. And it's a great way to look back over the year. When dealing with others, look for ways to praise and not blame. This goes for kids. This goes for adults. Find something good in what you are dealing with. There is always something good. There is always something good. I remember this guy I used to work with, and he was a piece of work. I won't say what I was thinking of him at the time. I was younger and my language was not so great. But he was just a piece of work to work with, and he made my life miserable. And I didn't like working for him, and so I found another job. So whenever I was leaving him, I thanked him for everything that he taught me, because he did take me after, this was my first job after I'd had my kids, and I hadn't worked in like 3 years. And he did take me into a job where, you know, computers were now, we used to done typewriters, and now we're using computers. So he did teach me some things in that. So anyway, whenever I'm leaving, I'm shaking his hand and I'm saying, thank you very much for the opportunity and everything you taught me. He kind of laughed. Well, I don't know what I taught you. And I thought, well, you taught me the kind of boss I don't want to work for. And so that was a way of me just being thankful that, okay, I had this experience, and I now know not only the type of boss that I didn't want to work for, but the type of boss I never wanted to be. And I will not do the same things to people the way that he did. I have used this example with whenever I was teaching high school. I will tell them, you do not need to be this person. Look for ways to praise. Don't blame people. Most people are trying their hardest. Most people are doing the absolute best that they can. And if you encourage them, then their best gets better. Freshen up your thanks. So whenever you're dealing with people, you don't want to say thank you in the same way all the time. So maybe one day you leave a note saying how thankful you are for something that they did. Maybe the next time you send them a text. Maybe the next time you get them a Starbucks gift card. Something like that. You want to freshen it up. And then even with your family, you don't even want to do the same thing over and over again, because that gets stale. So you want to freshen up your thanks. Get real about your gratitude practice. People, this will change your life. I promise you, this will change your life. If you're not already a grateful person, do it. Change it. Have the confidence that this is going to make a huge difference in your life. Appreciation is it doesn't cost us anything. It's something that we can do with just our words. It doesn't cost us anything. Make thankfulness fun by mixing it up. Like I said, you know, be thankful. You know, maybe be a little playful. Like I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to go visit with a team member today. But I may be thankful I'm going to be visiting with my team members later on this evening. We have a Zoom on Tuesday nights that's just for our team. And so those types of things, be thankful for different things. You may be thankful that, hey, the lights didn't go off in the thunderstorm. Little things like that. Be thankful for, and be playful about it. Have fun. Life seems so serious these days. Let's have some fun. Be social about your gratitude practice. Share it. That's why I did this Zoom tonight with this, because it's important to share how important gratitude is. So share about it. I love sharing information on my team page. Whenever somebody does something really good, I love praising them. So be social about it. Make sure that somebody else is aware that you are the type of person that praises. You'll be amazed at how thankful they are for that type of, that they see that going on in your team or your business or in your family. Harvey McKay, love this guy. He's such an inspirational speaker, and written some amazing stuff about business. A successful person is usually an average person who took a chance. And that's all I'm asking you to do, is to take a chance on being grateful and see what it does in your life. When we start with Plexus, we are not people that come in. We don't have an MBA in network marketing. We don't have an MBA in gut health or a master's in gut health, whatever. We took a chance on getting the best products, best nutritional supplements in the world with the best compensation plan, and we decided to take a chance with this. I was not looking for Plexus whenever it came my way. I was just looking for something that was going to help me feel better, because whenever I ate, I was in agony afterwards. And I found that not only did that help with the way I was feeling, but Plexus also introduced me to an amazing group of people I never would have met had it not been for Plexus. And I've been able to go on some amazing trips that I wouldn't have ever been able to do without Plexus. And I'm just one other little thing that I'm excited about. You can't see it now because it's dark, but we've been doing some additions onto our house, and I'm getting an office. Yay! I'm so excited. So hopefully within a couple of weeks we'll have it finished enough to where I'll be doing my Zooms from my new office. But that wouldn't be possible without Plexus. And I'm so thankful for everything that Plexus has done for me. So if this sounds interesting to you and you want to work with a team of people or with a group of people that value you, that value being grateful, that value helping other people, and we have products that are valuable, let's get you started today. talk with me, talk with the person who invited you to watch this video, and let you discover how wonderful Plexus can be. So I am going to end my little PowerPoint here, stop my sharing of my screen, and see if there are any questions or comments that you want to make before we say goodnight. Okay, you can mute yourself or unmute yourself, or yeah, I can unmute you. Gwen, is that a question that you have?
Oh, me? No, I'm saying hi. I'm sorry. Somebody was just asking me a question and I got distracted for a moment.
Okay. Well, hi, Gwen.
Oh, but I'm so glad I got to listen to this. Tuesdays are such a hard day for me sometimes, and I'll go, oh, that looks interesting, and then I get so behind I can't hear them, but I loved this one.
Oh, good. I'm so glad that you got to tune in. That's awesome. All right.
Sorry, I was hiding in a quieter place for a second.
That's okay. That's all right. Yeah, I know the timing, it just depends. It works great for some people and it doesn't, but that's the reason why I try and record them so that we can get them and can share them later on. So any other questions or comments that you want to share?
I have one.
Okay. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi. Thanks, Vicki. This was really great. And, you know, the Lord's really been showing me lately how much I need to be grateful, because it was easy for me to just get into a habit of complaining to him that I'm not senior Ruby yet. You know, not being grateful for where I am. But then, you know, it just really hit me that I'm here caring for my parents, homeschooling my children. I'm not able to go out and work a job. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm really not able to leave my house much at all. But yeah, I'm making a good income every month just being here in my home, not having to leave my home. Mm-hmm. You know, and it just, I don't know, it's just really hit me how grateful I need to be, not be discontent that I haven't gone on to that next rank, but just be so grateful for what God has provided, what he's brought into my life, and what I'm able to do within the limitations of my current circumstances.
Oh, I love that, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is my Ruby sister. It's Elizabeth, Jan, and I that are Rubies on Charlotte's team right now. And we are all working toward our senior Rubies and our Emeralds, because we're all going to be in Hawaii next year. I've already said I'm there. But that's so true, because you've been able to be a blessing to your family in more ways than one because of the blessings that Plexus has provided. And I love that. And that is, I've been able to do that. I'm very involved in our leadership program for our county, and I love that. I was able to do that this year, and it was, I led the class this past Friday, and it was full circle from whenever I had been through it, and it was just so thankful, and just being so thankful. I didn't even know where that was leading me 11, 12 years ago, and seeing these types of things, and you don't realize how many more blessings are just over the horizon. And a lot of people say, you know, you don't realize what tragedies. No, let's focus on the blessings. There's always something to be thankful for. Oh, yeah. Sarah, thank you. It makes a difference to compliment people, because I really like the encouragement that compliments myself. Absolutely. Yes, that is so true. We all want to feel good. We do this with our kids. We want to praise them. And I have seen, I got kind of sad the other day, because I was in the Walmart parking lot and was getting in my car, and I heard this mom tell her kid what a pain he was, or, you know, being really critical about it. And I thought, I had to refrain from going over there and correcting her. But I will correct other people's children. I haven't done so much with adults, but I will, this is a teacher. But I have noticed that it is, so many people, so many kids hear these negative things from day one. And I don't want my kids to feel that way. I don't want my grandson to feel that way. I want them to feel like they're the wonderful, valuable, unique person that they were created to be. And that is, you know, there's so much to be thankful for. So anyway, any other comments, questions? Let's see. Thank you for a great message, good night. Oh, thank you, Quinn. I'm so glad that you were able to be here. All right. I'll say good night to everybody. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Remember to be grateful for everything that you've got. And remember to go Plexus. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening.